Yeah, I mean, it's got to be the next guy ready to roll, and went and checked on him as soon as we went on defense, and so I knew he was going to be all right.
When Coach Riley and you were kind of talking about, are we going to do more of a rotation this year, or are we going to go? With one guy? What was sort of the thought process in that conversation and discussion, and kind of how did you guys arrive at we're going to go with the one guy and ride Tre, who won the job?
Well, like we've been saying from the beginning, we wanted to be able to do that. We wanted to be able to pick one and roll with him. And so Tre had proven that he was the guy that deserved the opportunity to do that. And so we had some criteria that we went over, and he met all those things. So that's how we came to the conclusion.
How do you manage the situation with Tre this week with the knee and the reps in practice and kind of getting your situation ready for Saturday?
Well, you just got to take care of him. Just take care of him, monitor what he's doing exactly. But he'll be fine. He all his tests came back negative. He's straight. He's ready to go.
You think he'll play on Saturday?
He's good to go.
What goes into the discussion when you're going into your third game and then you kind of make the decision that Jalen Bradley is going to be available to you guys this weekend?
Well, if I'm not mistaken, Coach Riley said from the beginning Jalen would not be redshirting. So he's been available, So that's really nothing new. That was something we decided a while back.
So is the opportunity then this weekend based on stuff that you've seen in practice the last couple of weeks, or more so health status of Tre Bryant?
Well, like I said, that decision was made before Tre ever had the issue that he had against Oregon, so that really didn't factor into it. He's been up and ready ever since week one.
What will his role be this week, Jalen Bradley?
Oh, well, right now he's doing a lot of things for us on special teams, and it's always a continual process to get him ready to be able to get in on offense. So we'll continue with that process.
So he'll cover kicks and punts and things like that, or is it just like blocking, or what kind of special teams things?
He was out there covering today. We worked on our cover teams today, and he was on those.
Okay.
How have you seen a guy like Devine Azigbo, a guy who was top guy 2 years ago, who's seen a lot of playing experience and now having to compete with these younger, really talented guys? I mean, how have you seen him handle that, like as an attitude on the field wise? Like how has he taken that really?
Well, he's Devine's a competitor like all of us, but he's a good young man. He's not happy about it, and I wouldn't be either if I was in his situation. But he's doing his best to stay ready and to work hard in practice and to have a good attitude about it. So that's really all you can ask.
Was it, previous to this year, you guys kind of shared the load? Was there a philosophical change where you guys, we really want to get back to what we used to do, or as it pertains to one back taking the carries, what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it was really just a matter of, if we got a guy that could separate himself enough, then that's what we would do. So that was really what it came down to.
Has Tre exceeded your expectations at this point? He's got 299 yards rushing, which is quite a bit for a guy in his first two starts.
Yeah, we didn't win the game last week, so I really didn't know what his total ended up being, to be quite honest. But I love the way he runs the ball, because he has the speed and explosive, good quick feet, and he has some physicality to him as well. So he does all those things for us, and he catches the ball, so he does the things we need him to do.
The patience that he has, how rare is that in a young back to kind of sit back and kind of have the patience he shows at times?
Yeah, everybody can't do that, and I think that depends on the individual. Whether they're young or old, because I've seen some older guys even have trouble with having the patience to be able to make some of those runs work like they should. So it really depends on the individual, his understanding of the game, his feel of the game, and understanding the blocking schemes and how he can make it work.
How did McHale do when he came in for Tre at the end of that game?
He did really well. Yeah, he did really well. I was really proud of him.
Can he carry the load if Bryant would go down again in a game? Wilbon?
Possibly. We'll see if he has to. You know what I mean? I mean that's something that you deal with when it happens. But I know he's ready to do it. The guy's worked hard. He's one of the strongest guys in our room, and he's willing to do it. So when it comes down to that, we'll deal with it.
Hey, Coach Riley said guys should be angry when they take the field today for practice after seeing the film. What did you sense seeing the guys out here taking the field on Monday?
Yeah, there's definitely an attitude about them that they weren't too happy about what happened, as none of us are. So I think it was the right start.
Tre's dealt with that knee for a while, is what Mike said. Was he relieved? It looked like he was in a lot of pain. Was he relieved to learn that there was not a new injury or more damage in there?
No, absolutely. Absolutely he was.
Coach Riley said that it was clear that Tre was the guy, but it's difficult to let the backup guys know that they're going to go with one guy and they want to keep those guys being competitive. Is that a tough thing for you as a coach when you identify one guy, but you want those backup guys to continue to work hard? Sometimes guys don't, I guess.
Yeah, they all want to play, and so that's where it gets to be hard. They all want to play, and they're all good young men, and they all work hard for you. So, not being able to get as much time as they would like is where it becomes difficult. But that they all know it's part of the game, and they would all like to be the guy that's the one that's playing as opposed to the one that's not. So you just try to manage it as best you can.